Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Nightlund race circuit. This is my slot car project, and as I told you in my last video, I was going to add some static grass to the track. I have been working on the static grass for about a day and a half, and unfortunately I ran out of glue one of the days, and I had to wait until the stores opened so I could get some more. But I finally got it, and I've added the rest of the static grass to the track. And as you can see here, some of the grass got some bumps in it, these curves right here, and that's mainly due to moist and due to the glue. And these mats have been made with paper on the backside, so they will bend a bit when they get wet. Most of them will disappear when the track dries up. You can see it's not as bad on this part of the track as it is on this one, and that's because I laid this track a couple of days ago, and this I just laid today. So that's the reason why it has a lot more of these curves. I hope most of them will disappear. If they doesn't disappear, you can cut them up with a hobby knife, like this one, make a cross, then add some glue below it and then bend it down. You can remove all of the large ones of these that way. I've also been working on some clips for the track, the bridge. It's these blue ones, and they're mainly made just to cover up this hole. I couldn't avoid getting this hole when I made the bridge, so I just thought just cover it up and make it look cool. So this works, and they are on the other section too. The bridge is constructed of 3 different sections. The other part I need to address is this large blue area. It's not that I got lazy or anything. I just didn't know what to do with it, and I decided not to add static grass before I was completely sure how it was going to end up. And the current plan is, you can see I got this bend right here all along the track. I'll make a nice kind of wall, like it's made on purpose, and in concrete, example, in a raised area. And then over here where the cars are, I got the entrance for the pit section. This is an analog track, so the cars can't actually enter a pit section. They can't change tracks or lanes, but it will look very cool and it will match a real racetrack. I'll place a couple of pit garages over here with some light from them over the area right here, so you can see the track more clearly. And maybe add a couple of cars just to give the impression that there are several cars racing on the track. This area over here with the nice curve would make a perfect parc fermé. So I'll make the podium over here, and the 3 winning cars can be placed around here. The drivers can drive them up here, placed in number 1, 2 and 3, like in a real racetrack. So that's kind of the project right now. With the terrain, the scenery I got to build. On the electrical part, I got this section. You can't see it on the picture, I'm most likely you can't. Yeah, I got a couple of sensors down here in this track. These sensors register when the cars pass, and those are the ones counting the laps and lap times. They need to have a light bridge over them that shines light down on the track and down on the sensors, and when the car breaks the light, it registers as a lap. So I need to make some kind of light bridge. My original plan was to design one that goes from this section over here and then over to the other side. And I'm thinking that might work. I'm working on it in a SketchUp right now. But another thing that might work is to make the bridge up here and then go halfway to the track and stop in the middle. The reason for that is I could add these. It's a section of starting lights with the LEDs. I've pre-made this one. And the purpose of this is that it can follow the computer, mimic the computer. So the starting lights on the computer, when they turn on, this one will turn on and off, of course. So you can actually see on the racetrack what's also being shown on the computer screen, which will be placed in this section so the drivers can see what's going on. The driver's position is right here. I made a couple of control boards my Nightlund race circuit, racetrack 2, yellow lane right here. Yellow button for yellow flag for the controller, and my junior pro driver setting. So they can stand over here and watch all of the track and the computer screen. So next project, light bridge, and possibly all of this blue area made into some kind of concrete or maybe some more static grass. I'm not quite sure yet. But hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.